Milk and egg.
Milk, egg, salt, and pepper.
I just pour this in here. All
Yep,
of it?
so yeah, you'll put all that in over the top. And then we're gonna put cheese in it.
What's it called?
It's like a, what did I call it? A sausage and crescent roll casserole.
Ooh, there are two.
Yeah.
No hay.
Does it say anything about like
Entonces adentro aquí es seguro.
and both pans?
I have the pans here.
Oh, you already have them.
Yeah.
That's all the cheese is.
Cross to room temperature and ungrease and
To see where things can go.
Look at him walking to his demise. Good morning. Make sure to videotape me when I'm throwing up.
When you throw up?
Yes.
Okay, I will.
We'll do a time-lapse video of it. Thank you.
During this beautiful part of the ocean, part of the world, check out a couple of things. The round mountains of Viewpoint, we'll talk about that in a moment. And
That
also
one,
the
wait.
beautiful pool of the
What's the mountain?
And the continue. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the mouth of Frenchman Bay, and this is Egg Rock. This is a small island. It got its name in the 1600s when French explorers would fly their canoes out here and collect the eggs of nesting seabirds. Hence the name. It is a very important nesting habitat for seabirds, and also for two types of seals, which we have a bunch of them here on at 1230, the rocks. They look like very hairy slugs. Those are harbor seals for the most part. The biggest ones are about 5.5 feet long, and they can weigh up to 200 pounds.
That's it.
They
You see it?
usually rest at low tide. So right now the tide is not very low. So they may be getting ready to go out. So at 12 o'clock, we have a group of about between 20 and 25 seals. Some of them look much smaller than the rest, these are the pups. Those harbor seals had their babies between the last week of April and the first week of June. So some of them may still be with their mothers. But they're at 11 o'clock right now. They look kind of shiny on top of the seaweed. By law, we are not allowed to approach marine mammals or interfere with their natural behavior. That would be called a take, and it is illegal. It is regulated by Coast Guard, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Environmental Protection Agency. Anyway, a bunch of agencies protect marine mammals like seals. And this law was in effect in 1972. It was signed by a Mr. Richard Nixon.
I see
And
nothing.
there was one in the water because
See
the
rocks.
boat race at about 9:30, very close to the rocks in the water.
Look.
When the high tide comes in, it also brings a lot of fish, a lot of baits. That's when seals take advantage to go out and eat. And right now, it may still be possible to see mother and pup pairs swimming around. So you're going to see a larger head and a little tiny head next to it. The young seals have approximately 1 month to acquire their survival skills because they will become independent after a month. The gestation period or the pregnancy period for a seal is around 10 months. They give birth, the baby seal spends a month with the mother, and then right away the mother tries to get pregnant again for another 10 months. That is their mission. Another type of seal that we may see here is the gray seal, which is larger. We can go to the 17 and the pinguins can go to 400 pounds. When you look at them on the water, they look a bit different. Other seals will look like a red pepper spaniel. And the gray seal looks like a horse with a beard.
Oh, yeah. I saw a swim to the rock over
Yeah,
there.
so we want to have a lighthouse here. This is Edward Lighthouse. The first construction was finished around 1875. A couple of winters later, it had to get rebuilt because it got damaged. And by 1903, it had to get rebuilt again. So this is what we got after 1903. A bunch of winter storms moved the whole house off of its foundation approximately 30 feet. You have to get a team of carpenters and masons to come out here, pick up the whole thing and move it back and then bolt it to the rock. They also reinforced the walls. Currently it has 2-foot thick walls and a solid tip. And for a long time it was considered Maine's ugliest lighthouse. True story. The snobs of the Lighthouse Society of America believed that a proper lighthouse had to have a different tower setting, and also the lightkeeper's home had to be a separate structure. Here we don't have enough real estate for all those buildings, so this is what we get. There's a sound coming out of the lighthouse
They're
building. This is
diving
the
around.
Yeah, that's all I've been seeing is in the water.
Oh, that's high a lot.
Currently,
Look.
people are not allowed to
That's
set
a
foot
lot.
on this island unless you work for the
What is that?
Coast Guard or if you are with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service or with
Oh, sorry.
there's a Coast Guard or you're with the
Just
the organization
see the head,
Maine
no?
Coastal Islands National Wildlife
See them on the
Refuge.
rock right there.
And we also have seals in the water at about 2
Oh,
o'clock and some in the water as well.
Aww.
Seals are extremely good swimmers. They have to be. They have to swim within minutes of being born. And over the first 30 days of their lives, they need to gain approximately 1.5 pounds of weight
right
every
here.
day. We have 2 eagles. We have an adult and a young one. They're at our 5 o'clock. See the big birds on top of the rocks? What's to the horizon? On top of the horizon, just below the horizon. There we go. We have an adult eagle and a juvenile.
binoculars.
That is a very unusual sighting for several reasons. For one, most eagles are very territorial. And the one with the white head on the left is an adult. Adults like to keep their hunting territory to themselves. The young one, I'm going to say it's a young one because the feathers are still kind of dark. The young ones are usually not allowed near the hunting territory for their parents, but these ones run along, so there is still possibility, even by the way they are perched together, they're sitting together, that they could be related. That young one could be the offspring of all-you-can-eat buffet for peregrine falcons and bald eagles.
Oh, a lot of them, huh?
And we have a seal close to us here at our 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
The young one, very curious, looking at us.
Aww.
Right here, about 50 feet away from the boat. And it just went down. Oh, there it is again. The eyes of the water, left side, about 9 o'clock. It's really close to the boat. Our harbor is known as Frenchman Bay. And in Frenchman Bay, we were estimated to have approximately 12 nesting pairs of bald eagles.
Wow.
So this place is like a bald eagle factory from the mouth. Bald eagles, the ones we see here right now, they stand about 3 feet tall. Their wingspan can reach 6 feet. Oh, there's another one away. But not so friendly after all. Alright. So we're just looking at behavior. The eagle on the left with the white head has wet feathers. I see that. See the tail and the wings look like they're drying out. So there's a possibility he's still trying to fix its feathers because probably took a plunge trying to get something out of the water. And we have a lot more seals here also at our 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
These seals can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes. They can go down about 600 feet.
Wow.
Imagine going down into absolute darkness, 600 feet, for half an hour. Oh yeah, and when they go down, their lungs are empty. So how do they do that? This is going to be the quiz later, hope you're ready. Well, it turns out that they have a special superpower. Their blood, different than ours. We have hemoglobin, and hemoglobin transfers oxygen from a lung to every part of our body. They have hemoglobin, but they rely mostly on myoglobin. And myoglobin stores oxygen in their muscle tissue and also internal organs, which means their own bodies are their circumnavigated to go to Australia. And down Australia a little bit, come back to Antarctica, and then go up into southern Argentina and begin migration north again to Maine. In a year, they can cover 60,000 miles. Over 30 comets up ahead, some of them are flying away. The researchers on this island are generous enough with their time that they will dedicate a few minutes of the time to talk to us on the radio. Anybody have any questions for them, please feel free to come up here and we'll ask them. I'm just going to call them up, meet them, and see how their day is going. Today.
It's a beautiful day out. 4 o'clock this morning, we've done our daily outfit count and going up to the top of the lighthouse and counting our dolphins, rainbows, eiders, and eider heads. We have a lot of ducklings right now floating around in the water. And then after that, we went around and did our turn for productivity plot check. So we have
Alright, Brian, somebody wants to know here. Actually, we all want to know. How often do you get food deliveries and do you have running water on the island?
all our water is actively collected from the roof of the main house via rain. So it goes down the gutter and into collection tanks underneath, and there is a little actual electrical pump that pumps to the sink in the kitchen. We have solar electricity, which is how that pump works. As for food, it's usually once every week, 2 weeks. Fish and Wildlife staff will come out for various tasks and trips, and they'll bring us food, so we tell them what we want. They bring it out. We have a propane refrigerator, so we have a decent access to normal food.
Alright. Today, are you getting pooped on right now?
Well, since the chicks have started hatching, that number is going to hit an exponential curve. So that's taking place to check it out. That'll lead you to a lot of good information and also a lot of what's happening out here on the basin.
Alright, you get that summer with the seabirds. names of these organizations are kind of long, like Maine Coastal Islands National Wildlife Refuge. It's a real organization and I don't have to remember, but something. Ryan, what kind of predators do we have here on the island that you guys are looking out for to protect the colony?
So in particular, the primary four would be blackback and herring gulls, which actually nest on nearby Green Island, which is mainland. And they can come in and easily eat half a dozen turn chicks or eggs if they get comfortable, if they have access here. As well as peregrine falcons and merlin, which nest on nearby islands. The peregrine falcon can actually take adult turns, so what we just like to do is display them so they can come and get a meal, or spend too much time here, which makes the turns unsleepy and abandon their nest too long, which is not ideal for the eggs and the young chicks. Yeah, those are the primary four, but you never know what other things are going to show up, so it's always good to have an active eye on.
We got it.
So the falcons and terns will have a similar but varied diet, but it also varies year to year based on the seasonal fisheries, forest fisheries, and numbers and what's available to them. But the terns typically feed on hake and herring, the occasional euphausiid shrimp, or salmon, and the falcons will bring back a lot of salmon, the herring, the hake, the same hake, and a variety of other fish that they may find. It varies year to year again based on what's available. And as for some
The fuel for the plane at the beginning was whale oil, and a lot of them are in private hands. Well, folks, I hope you get a chance to see some of the puppets. You could not get too close because a lot of lobster here, and also the low tide and the big swells, so we don't want to get pushed into the rocks. It's shadow, it's protection. So this means that we're going to encounter waves at the end. Okay? There's no running, no jumping, no climbing on seats or on the handrails. Our galley is open. We have some hot beverages. We have coffee, hot chocolate. We have snacks as well. And work my way through the boat. If anybody has any questions, please feel free, and I'll do my absolute best. On the market several times since. A few years ago, the asking price for this lighthouse was $2.3 million. The most recent owner invested almost $1 million in the upkeep of this lighthouse. There's a website.
Occupy Island,
Ladies and
so
gentlemen,
to
see the state of Maine
path
has
for
been experimenting with
$1.
temperance or forbidding the consumption of alcohol.
Where's that bowl?
Just chef.
Macaroni in there. Let's do some. Let's dump this mayo in it, Leo, and mix it all in.
3 chefs of the house.
No, I don't. I'm not in charge of things.
Keep cooking.
This is the best.